Hi Taurus, welcome into a general monthly reading for the month of August 2024. I hope life has been treating you well. Let's begin by pulling an overall energy to support this monthly reading right from the middle of the deck. We're beginning with the High Priestess. Beautiful. It feels like it's a month for you where your life is changing dramatically, very much intertwined with your intuition and your spirituality, and maybe even highlighting how those two aspects of your life have been changing, okay, and even more so throughout this month. But it feels like you're going to be getting intuitive hits throughout the month, okay? It's going to support how things are changing and even more so moving forward. But I also feel like it's a month where you can't help but feel a lot, okay? And if you're an empath like myself, buckle up because you're going to be feeling other people's emotions as well. And it's up to you. It's very important, imperative for you to notice and remember when it's your emotion or emotions in comparison to someone else's, okay, or multiple people. So the importance of cleansing your energy is taking a highlight as well. Of course, when you can. But what was the other overall message that I got for us? Oh yeah, it's time for you to show the world the real you, because I feel like you have been changing. Okay, certain aspects of your world rewinding, back before August have been changing as well. But it's this time period throughout the month of August where your world is changing more so once again, but you're still changing on a soul level, on a core level, coming through in ways that you express yourself, the way at times you're holding back, as well. I feel like in regards to how you're connecting with people in other aspects of your life. And so it feels like it's now, once again, time for you to step up and show the world how you've changed, how you're changing, and maybe even expressing to the universe, to maybe to other people selectively, or to a situation, what you want at this point, even maybe what you need, because I wouldn't be surprised if, like myself, your wants and needs have been changing at least slightly, if not fully for some. Naturally when you change, that does come to be. But we're gonna break down your month into 6 chunks, okay? Let's see here. I said that really weird. I feel like you have a likable way about you, okay? You're going to be feeling as if the month begins with multiple reasons to celebrate. You might as well find there's a true highlighting and an importance to a connection between you and one other person, if not 2 people at most. For somebody that's within a work situation, it could be more in regards to, a friendship or 2, or group. It could be family for some. Or it might even be a mix of what I just mentioned. But I do feel as if you're going to be noticed, especially in the first 2/3 of the month specifically, in such a beautiful, positive, changing light. I mean, the month as a whole, but for whatever reason, the first 2/3 is being highlighted in that way. But we're moving on to the second card, so the middle of the first half, the 9 of Wands. Now, this doesn't mean that you're going to be completely out of it or burnt out, but there may be times throughout this period where you're feeling like that. So what do we do about it, right? What have you specifically, Taurus, learned up until this point, and maybe what you're gaining throughout the month in general to help you feel less burnt out, maybe less out of it, less wounded maybe. It definitely is a time for you, and maybe the month as a whole, highlighting the fact that healing is a constant journey that we need to be one with, okay? Feeling like you are somebody who has been through a lot, okay? And I feel like the changes, or one change specifically for you, is supporting you living maybe a healthier life, okay? A less toxic life for somebody, but a life where you don't need to and shouldn't have to be feeling like this 9 of Wands, okay? But I do feel as if moving on to the 4 of Cups, for the last part of the first half of the month, you're going to be feeling there's certain moments when you're just not in the mood. You might find spirits highlighting who and what's not meant for you when it comes to maybe coworkers, maybe friends. It feels like you've outgrown people, places, situations, aspects of your life. Divine timing is as well being highlighted, especially at the end of the first half, because it's this collective that feels like you've been waiting too long for something to take off, or for something to come in, maybe for something to leave, and that obviously could be more than one thing for you. But I truly feel as if you're going to be handed a pot of gold. Interesting. I did not mean to say that. I was being drawn to this right here. Feeling as if you have waited for financial success, maybe, accurate, aligned friendships, or one in particular, for somebody, a best friend, I said that really weird, but a best friend. It could be more in regards to love commitment, or at least the potential of which. It could be, that ideal job or two for you. But I feel as if Spirit's saying one thing at a time, okay? One thing at a time as we highlight who and what's not meant for you and how accurately you're seeing and feeling things at this time. Let this pot of gold being, something of importance, very much a wish fulfillment of some sort to help you have faith and hope in regards to what lies ahead and when and how things are meant to come to be and maybe fall apart. Okay, take that in a positive light because things do need to change once again. But moving on to the Six of Swords, you're going to be feeling as if you're needing to leave something behind. For somebody, it's a move of residence. It could be stepping away from that connection or two. It could be more in regards to a job or a career change otherwise. But it's this time period as well where there's temporary leaving behind taking place of importance. Say that work day or work week ends early and now you get to leave and maybe cleanse your energy if need be and just relax or do something to treat yourself or to feel better, or maybe just to forget that job temporarily. But as well, I feel like for some, it's going to be more in regards to, again, you leaving a home situation behind in a permanent way to shift towards something different. Doesn't mean it's necessarily better than where you're at. It might be, that may be the whole point, but I do feel as if that's going to be a key shift for you. All right. The Ten of Cups, to move on to the middle of the second half of the month. You're going to be finding as if this time period highlights the fact that you have, a wealthy future, but a lot of happiness, comfort, and stability ahead for you. I feel like especially in the middle of the second half of the month, there's a lot of love and appreciation expressed to you. Now, for some, you're going to find it scattered throughout the month in general, but even if that's the case for you individually, a lot of love and attention, appreciation, and I'm hearing the word kudos coming through, accolades, if you will. I just heard snaps for Taurus. I feel like this collective as well hasn't been receiving, or maybe rewinding further back for you individually, haven't received enough love and appreciation, okay? Or maybe not the right kind, or maybe you gain at certain points this kind of attention and love and appreciation, but not in another way. And so Spirit's saying, just eat it up, okay? As it feels like you are in the spotlight, at least to an extent, or people are at least reaching out to thank you, to maybe because they need you, to appreciate you once again, to show you that love. Moving on to the last and final card of the six to break down the month, the Eight of Cups. You're going to be very affected by things at the end of the month, especially energy, spirituality, how some things run maybe, other people's actions are playing into it. But you're going to as well find that there are certain moments, especially at the end of the month, where, say, that conversation heads in a horrible, maybe toxic direction. Gossiping is going to be something you need to leave behind. When you feel a little bit of loss of breath in certain moments, especially at the end of the month, take a deep breath and realign your focus, your energy, your physical presence with something that's going to make you feel better, okay? Or maybe, again, you just need to walk away from that conversation or that work environment for a hot second or in general. But you will find as well there's a focus on who and what you left behind towards more happiness or more stability or both. And what else do you need to leave behind moving forward, all right? I as well feel like the month as a whole, as we move on to more general overall monthly messages, highlights how you've been doing with your finances. Have you been overspending? Have you been diligently holding back and saving? And for some, it's naturally going to be a variation or a combination of both. And so we can always improve. No shocker there. I was waiting for this card to show up, given your overall message, or one of which is that your world is changing, okay? Your path is feeling very much in a developing stage, okay? You're going to be feeling as if, as I'm hearing construction happening outside, and the energy is affecting me a bit, you're putting in the hard work. They're showing me somebody, with a hammer being put to use, and now a screwdriver. It's like, okay, I just heard bolts and pieces. Interesting. But I want to say that you are seeing evidence throughout the month in general that your hard work is paying off, that when you put your best foot forward and you're honest with yourself and maybe other people in your life, you're able to then see things transform and change and provide you, the abundance that you deserve. It feels like you need to once again be one with the fact that your world and you as a soul are developing to your advantage. Maybe even therefore after the fact or within intertwining with it to the advantage of other people. Okay, so I wouldn't be surprised. Sorry if these messages are a lot. It's constant. It's like spirits are passing the baton, if I could spit that out, in order to make the reading the best it can be. You may find as well it's a month where you are being highlighted and noticed for your good, kind nature. Somebody who has been through a lot and just, I feel like, at least partially, if not fully, wants to help people. Okay, it reminds me of me in this channel. But I do feel as if you're going to be feeling quite colorful at certain points. Realistically, not saying like the entire month you're going to be the happiest person in the world, but there are certain times throughout the month where you're feeling very colorful, like a rainbow is what I'm hearing. And that highlights the fact that change can benefit you. It highlights the fact that you deserve happiness, right? Needing to remember that, not just throughout the month, but more so moving forward. But I do feel as if this collective maybe does something time and time again or occasionally when it doesn't bring you ultimate happiness, okay? Or maybe strips away a level of comfort or stability, within your life. And so honesty needs to come into play if we're going to be real, which I feel like you definitely need to at this point along your path. Naturally, when I just had that moment, even though the messages kept coming out, where I adjusted myself, when you feel like you're on the edge of your seat, when you feel like you're a little bit uncomfortable, when you feel maybe a lack of ease, adjust your physical presence, okay? Comfort is of true importance for you at this point along your path, because I feel as if there's naturally other parts of your life, aspects that make you feel uncomfortable or less at ease, maybe a bit nervous and affected once again, that you can't control, right? It's like you shouldn't try to control how that job is run. If it's not within your title, your responsibilities, of course, but you as well maybe can't control how someone's living in the same environment, or other people's energy even. Taking that into account, we need to be remembering to adjust things, not even just your physical, presence, kind of like I was just sitting back into my chair a bit more, but maybe as well in regards to what you're focusing on and what you're doing or maybe not doing, okay? You know yourself best at this point. The Three of Pentacles, my friend, you're going to be feeling as if people are paying attention to you very closely. For a lot of the time, it feels very positive, okay? Again, love and attention and appreciation and compliments, praise, questions coming towards you. Be selective as to who and what you answer. But I do feel as if there's times when people are staring at you, okay? Or maybe even watching you on a security camera or something of the sort, or maybe watching your online content with negative intentions or just doing it too much. It's like, I'm hearing mind your business or just go about your day. But especially if you're putting yourself on social media like myself, on the internet, in the public eye, there's going to be a couple naysayers, okay? So do not fret. This is what you do. You don't interact, you don't engage, you delete the comment, or you take a step back and accept that they're actually helping you make money due to it or gain, a larger presence. Even for some, that's not the case. Sorry about the background noise, but we're almost done with this reading. Fall back into the way the month is meant to proceed, my friend, okay? It's going to feel like something is making you feel like you're grander than you are in that moment. I hope that came out the right way. It's as if certain aspects of your life, whether it's a spirit in that moment, if not several, it could be an accomplishment or two, or several, it could be the growth of something of importance for you, making you feel this grand presence and energy coming to be. Good. Again, eat it up, because I feel like you are needing to feel how you're meant to feel in this lifetime, okay? It feels like a lot at times, right? Having a grand destiny and purpose. For some, you don't even know what that is yet, or at least don't see and aren't one with the full aspect or full destiny of yours. But your purpose is part of this month. Again, I feel like this being the overall energy is highlighting the fact that you are this strong, intuitive soul. The month is showing that to people and to yourself as a key reminder here and there. but your spirituality is changing, my friend. Changing. I'm now hearing well done. I mean, it's coming through for a reason. Your higher self is, as I'm being drawn to the word high, is well coming into play. You might need to heal a bit of that inner child energy within if you, like myself, went through some rough times as a kid, or just had a lot on your plate. Interesting. But if we didn't say it already, okay, we did. Fall back into things. All right, go with the flow. There's going to be a focus on a leap of faith that you're meant to take in the upcoming months. That could be in regards to love, career, investment, otherwise. But I feel as if you know what you're doing. People are noticing this. You're going to, again, be getting intuitive hits left and right of importance. Know yourself best, get to know your world better, and even yourself, better as things change within and outside of you, and allow for yourself to recognize, Taurus. The month of August is a time where things are changing, things are falling into place, and you are going to be feeling grand once again. Allow the month to show people who you truly are, okay? Time to show the world the real Taurus, all right? So this is truly helpful. Don't forget to book a personal reading with myself. Everything's down below. You just have to shoot me a quick email. I am sending you so much love and light.